Hello and welcome students. In this lecture of English, we are going to continue our incomplete lesson 1.3, The Call of the Soil, a Saint of Rice by Venkateshwaran Iyer. We have seen the icebreakers and the information about writer and also the first three paragraphs of the lesson. In these three first paragraphs on page number 26, we have seen the writer took one farm, and in that farm he planted green gram, that is moong. And when he saw his crop grown very well, he became exhilarated, means extremely happy. So what happened next? Let's see on page number 27. The very first line of this paragraph is, after I had paid the advance money for the land, I thought I would have some time to get familiar with farming. When the writer bought that farm, he paid advance for it. That time he thought that it would have some time to get familiar with farming, because after 17 years long service done in IT sector in IBM, he left his job and turned to farming. So it was quite difficult for him to do this field. But Moru Dada, now see the next line, that is Moru Dada, the broker who got us the land, had other ideas. That time writer was confused. He was not sure about farming. But the local person whose name is Moru Dada, who was the broker. The broker means a person who buys and sells the things. Means he is a middleman who buys the thing from one person and sells to the another person, who is called broker. Who got us the land, had the other ideas. That person who was with writer, whose name was Moru Dada, who had some certain ideas about this farm. He was keen that we plant moong at once. He was quite sure about the crop, which crop take in that writer's farm, that he advised writer that we will take moong in that new farm. I was not prepared for this. This line indicates that the writer was not sure about him for farming. I was not prepared for this, means for taking this crop, moong crop, he was not well prepared. I was still reading books and trying to figure out what we could sow and how we should go about it. That means he was taking information, how to take crop, which crop is suitable for this land and for this season, that he was taking information through the books. He was reading lot of. But Moru Dada was quite firm. Now see the next line is, Moru Dada was quite firm. Firm means sure about his opinion. He said the season was right for sowing moong and the best seeds were available in Surat, in the adjacent state of Gujarat. What he advised to the writer, Moru Dada told him that this is the best season for sowing moong and the best seeds, organic seeds or best seeds, were available in Surat, in the adjacent state of Gujarat. He advised him that, to the writer, that we will brought the best seeds from the very near state from this place is Gujarat, and in that state the Surat is the best place where we can get the green gram seeds. Now see the next paragraph. I made a quiet trip to Surat and bought around 10 kilograms of moong. Writer thought that for his farm 10 kgs is the enough for his farm. Moru Dada rented his tractor to plow the land and quickly planted moong all over the place. Moru Dada rented his tractor. Moru had his own tractor. He rented means he has given his own tractor to the writer for the farming activities like plow means नांगरणीसाठी त्याने स्वतःचा ट्रॅक्टर रायटरला रेंटवर दिला and quickly planted moong all over the place. In that field, finally, the writer and with the help of Moru Dada planted moong all over. Now, next paragraph. A few days later, we were overjoyed to see tiny green leaves. After some days, they both were overjoyed. Overjoyed means very much happy, extremely happy to see tiny green leaves. Tiny means small green leaves. We know that when we saw a seed, that time root goes deeper into the ground and upside the soil one shoot comes out, and that shoot has tiny or small leaves. Like that way he had seen the leaves. I had never seen moong growing before. Writer is telling us that I had never seen moong growing before. Means the writer had no idea how is the plant of moong. That time he saw and he became very happy, was thrilled at the sight. Thrill means again he was shocked to see the tiny, small, beautiful plant, that is the fruitfulness of his efforts at the sight. It was the small thrill I had felt as a young boy when I saw the first of the hibiscus I had planted bloom at the railway quarters in Vile Parle in Mumbai. The narrator is explaining one incident from his childhood, that when he was not childhood, actually adulthood, that young stage, when he was a teenager, young boy, he saw the very first plant in his life, that is hibiscus bloom. And that hibiscus bloom, where he planted or where he had planted that hibiscus, when he was living with his family in railway quarters in Vile Parle in Mumbai. That was the first experience of planting a tree or a plant. That time also he became very much thrilled and happy to see that plant is blooming. I was grateful to have taken Moru's advice. The writer was grateful. Here Grate, grateful, FUL. Grateful means krutadnya. I was very much grateful to have taken Moru's advice. Moru Dada's advice he took, and because of that he saw the green field of moong. Now the next paragraph. The next thing Moru Dada wanted to do was spray some pesticides on the plants. We know that after the seeds grow, that time farmers sprayed pesticides on the plants to protect them from the pests. Pesticides means कीटकनाशक आणि pests means कीटक. कीटकांपासून फील्डचं किंवा त्या क्रॉपचं रक्षण होण्यासाठी शेतकरी जसे पेस्टिसाइड स्प्रे करतात, तसाच ॲडवाइस इथं मोरूदादाने किंवा मोरूदादाला असं वाटत होतं की रायटरनी पण तेच करावं. ही क्लेम दॅट इट वुड give a higher yield. According to Moru Dada, spreading pesticides on the crops, it would be helpful to have a higher yield. Higher yield means production. ते पीक मोठ्या प्रमाणात मिळेल असा काहीसा त्या मोरू दादाचा क्लेम होता, मत होतं. This was something we did not want to do. But here there was not the similar opinion between Moru Dada's view and his writers. He means writer did not want to spread any pesticide on his field or crops. This was something we did not want to do. We were clear that we would not use any chemicals and tried to explain it to him. The writer was also here firm that he was not going to spread any kind of pesticides on his moong plants. He reacted as if we had suggested harakiri. It took a lot of convincing to ensure that Moru Dada and his friends did not use any chemicals on the farm. He reacted as if. He means who? Moru Dada. He means Moru Dada reacted as if we had suggested. We means the writer had suggested harakiri. Harakiri means a formal way of killing yourself by cutting open your stomach with a sword. That means harakiri. Here is the meaning given, actually a formal way of killing yourself. इथं मोरू दादाचं मत होतं की पेस्टिसाइड स्प्रेड करूया, पण रायटर ठाम होते की आपण हे पेस्टिसाइड आपण स्प्रेड करणार नाही. सो ही वॉज थिंकिंग दॅट ही इज डुईंग wrong decision. He is taking wrong decision. It took a lot of convincing to ensure that Moru Dada and his friends did not use any chemicals on the farm. It took too much time, lot of time to convince Moru Dada and his friends too to not use any chemicals on the farm. They refused to understand how crops would grow without sprays. They means who? Moru Dada and his friends refused, denied writer's opinion that how could we get a good crop without using pesticides on the farm. But afterwards they convinced. Next paragraph. Contrary to what everyone had told us, nature did her job and she needed no bribes to get the work done. Writer says that contrary means उलट या विरुद्ध to what everyone had told us, की सगळ्यांनी सांगितलं त्यापेक्षा काही वेगळंच होतं. निसर्ग देवता, that is nature, did her job. Here her is the pronoun used for nature. Nature did her job and she needed no bribes to get the work done. And nature has not taken any kind of bribe. Bribe म्हणजे लाच, कोणतेही आमिष किंवा लाच घेण्याच्या शिवाय निसर्गाने आपलं पूर्ण काम चोख पार पाडलेलं होतं किंवा बजावलेलं होतं. Soon it was harvest time and we managed a respectable 300 kilograms. Afterwards that was the harvest time. काढणीची वेळ आली आणि ते मूग जे पीक लावलं होतं ते काढलं गेलं. And they found that they got managed a respectable 300 kilograms. From 10 kilograms they got 300 kilograms. That was a quite good sum they collected from their moong. An awful lot of moong and with it a lot of confidence. खूप प्रमाणामध्ये मिळालेलं मुगाचं उत्पन्न, त्यामुळे रायटरला शेती करण्यामध्ये आणखीनच कॉन्फिडन्स निर्माण झाला. नाव आय वॉज सर्टन दॅट द लँड वॉज फर्टाईल. फर्टाईल मीन्स प्रोडक्टिव्ह. की रायटरला कळालं होतं की आता ही जमीन आहे ती आहे फर्टाईल. फर्टाईल म्हणजे प्रोडक्टिव्ह म्हणजे सुपीक जमीन. and that it was possible to grow crops without chemicals. It was a major morale booster. Now he was sure about his farming, organic farming, that this is a fertile soil and without using chemicals I can grow good crops. Now turn the page number 28 on this, the last paragraph. Sorry, on the same page, the scent of rice is the last paragraph. The first year I saw late for rice sowing season and had to resort to growing the GR4 variety. After Moong, that was the first year, writer wanted to take rice crop in his field, but he was very much late to take the next crop, rice sowing season, and had to resort to growing the GR4 variety. And that time he remembered that some agriculture officers advised him a short-term variety of rice, that is GR4, you have to take in the field. म्हणजेच काही शेत अधिकाऱ्यांनी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे त्यांना ते आठवले की GR4 ही व्हरायटी खूप कमी ड्युरेशनमध्ये येणारी आहे, त्यामुळं तीच व्हरायटी घेण्याशिवाय रायटर समोर पर्याय उरला नाही. सो what happened? Let's see the next page. On page number 28, the first paragraph was short term and recommended by the agricultural officers at कोसबाड. कोसबाडच्या ठिकाणी, कोसबाड या गावातील ऑफिसरांनी सुचवल्याप्रमाणे रायटरांना G4 व्हरायटी घ्यावी लागली. The next year we decided that we would start early and try to find some good traditional variety of rice to grow. Next year, writer was not going to commit again the same mistake, so he decided that we would start early and try to find some good traditional variety. रायटरनी मात्र ह्यावेळेस चुकलंय, पण नेक्स्ट इयर मात्र ही चूक होऊ देणार नाही असं ठरवलं होतं आणि त्यासाठी त्यांनी ट्रॅडिशनल व्हरायटीज प्रेफर करायची हे ठरवलं होतं. We had read about traditional varieties of rice and knew that they did not require very high inputs of fertilizers. The writer had read many books about traditional varieties of rice, and he was quite certain or firm to take only organic and traditional variety of rice. We had read about traditional varieties. That time writer took lot of information through various books about rice varieties and knew that they did not require very high inputs of fertilizers, and he understood that through the books these traditional varieties need not require lot of input of fertilizers or chemicals. These varieties were also quite strong and registered pests. He understood through the books that these traditional varieties or conventional varieties were also quite strong. They are internally very much strong and they registered pests on themselves. We were sure that it was this type of rice that would grow well in our farm, where we did not use any chemicals at all. So, writer decided to take only the traditional rice variety. Our previous year's experience and low yield had taught us a lesson, and we were sure we would not plant hybrids this year. So GR4 is a hybrid variety that was advised by agricultural officers of that place, Coastguard. So he took that, but from that variety they got less yield. So now this year, taken experience from early year or previous year, they decided to have only the traditional crop instead of hybrid. In April 2005, we started to look for a good variety of traditional rice. The writer started farming in 2004, April 2004. Now, this after 1 year in 2005, we Miss Writer started to look for a good variety of traditional rice. It was one of our neighbors in the village, a businessman from Mumbai who owned land, who suggested that we plant a local scented variety of rice. One businessman from the same village who had the farm in the village, who suggested the writer to take a scented variety of rice. Most of the farmers in and around the village of Pate had switched over to hybrids. Pate and other village farmers had switched over to hybrids, म्हणजे आजूबाजूच्या गावातील आणि पेठमधल्या शेतकऱ्यांनी हायब्रिडला पसंती किंवा संकरित जी शेती आहे किंवा पिकं आहेत त्यांना पसंती दिलेली होती. म्हणजे त्यांनी ऑर्गॅनिक किंवा ट्रॅडिशनल फार्मिंग सोडून जी हायब्रिड शेती आहे त्याच्याकडे प्रेफरन्स दिलेला होता. The younger generation of farmers thought I was crazy to ask for a desi variety, as they called it. Younger generations means at that time generation was thinking that the writer is crazy. Crazy means quite mad. Who is looking for desi variety, as they called it. Means why he is looking for this desi variety which is not giving lot of yield from that variety. My regular visits to the villages around searching for a good traditional variety also did not yield any results, and we were almost giving up hopes. That year, the writer decided to take only the traditional variety of rice, so he started searching everywhere to find a good variety, scented variety of rice. But that time also, his efforts were getting failure. He was taking lot of efforts, but he failed, and so he became hopeless when he was not getting that variety. Next paragraph. I decided to give it one last try and spoke to Baban's father and some other elders. The writer decided to ask or speak to Baban's father, who was his neighbor or a one villager, and some other elders too. He asked to Baban's father and also some other elders about a scented variety of rice. After many meaningful conversations, they mentioned the name of Kasbai. Finally, writer got one name from those elders that Kasbai is a good variety of scented rice. Kasbai is a traditional long grain rice variety which has a distinct aroma, though much milder than basmati. Some qualities of Kasbai are given here. Kasbai is a traditional long grain rice variety. We know that basmati rice, we have seen, almost all students have seen the basmati, which has long grains, and Kasbai also a long grain rice which is a traditional rice variety which has a distinct aroma, mild smell, mild aroma or scent is there, though much milder than basmati. त्याला एक असा डिस्टिंक्ट remarkable scent is there, but milder than basmati. बासमतीला जो सुगंध असतो त्यापेक्षा थोडासा mild, soft. It's a long duration crop and most of the older people remembered growing it years ago. We have seen the first year 2004 the writer has taken one GR4 variety which is short term variety, but this Kasbai is a long duration crop. But all they shook their heads when I asked them about the seeds and told me that it had disappeared. So many farmers, elders suggested him about Kasbai, but no one remembered that when they grew it. they remember about Kasbai, but years ago. But they all shook their head when I asked them about the seeds. When the writer asked about the seeds to them, they shook. Shook means to move, neck in negative sense or positive. But here they are moving their heads in negative sense. That means they are saying no. They don't have any idea about this variety and told me that it had disappeared. आणि मग त्याने रायटरला सांगितलं की जवळजवळ ही प्रजाती आहे भाताची ती लुप्त झालेली आहे. It is completely disappeared from this age. Last para on the same page. The tales of Kasbai made us more determined to get it. Now, when I heard about the Kasbai variety, I became more determined. I decided to get that variety only. We decided that if we did manage to get some seeds, this would be a great rice to grow. कसबायचे जर सीड्स मिळाले तर ते पिकवण्यासाठी एक उत्तम संधी असेल असं रायटरला वाटायला लागलं. आय थॉट द गव्हर्नमेंट मे नो समथिंग अबाउट इट. रायटरला असं वाटायला लागलं की गव्हर्नमेंटला ह्याबद्दल काहीतरी नक्कीच आयडिया असेल. अ विजिट टू ॲग्रिकल्चरल ऑफिसर वॉज एनलायटनिंग. Enlightening means here the words meaning given on the same page, enlightening, giving greater knowledge and understanding. When the writer visited an agricultural officer, he gave lot of knowledge about this variety. He had not even heard of this rice variety. त्यांच्याकडून बाकीची भरपूर माहिती मिळाली, but he had not any idea about this kasbai variety. त्यांना ह्या जातीबद्दल माहिती नव्हतं. He said the villagers were taking me for a ride and there was no rice by this time. ह्या नावाची कुठली जातच भाताची नसावी असं रायटरला वाटायला लागलं की हे लोक माझी दिशाभूल करतायत की काय. He rattled off the names of the number of latest hybrids and even offered to give me some of them free of cost for a trial. Cursing myself for wasting time with him, I moved on the next destination. Here, the first word of this first line is rattled off, means talked rapidly and at length. He rattled off the names of a number of latest hybrid and even offered me some of them free of cost of trial. त्या ठिकाणी मला भरपूर साऱ्या भाताच्या वेगवेगळ्या हायब्रिड व्हरायटीची नावं समजली आणि त्यामध्ये सम वर रेडी टू गिव्ह मी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट some varieties for a trial. Cursing myself for wasting time with him, I moved on the next destination. Cursing means स्वतःला शाप देत, स्वतःबद्दलच वाईट बडबडत ते तिथून he moved to the next destination. दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी जायला निघाले. This time it was the Adivasi Mahamandal at Kasa which buys rice from the Adivasi villagers on behalf of the government. Now this time रायटर वेंट टू आदिवासी महामंडळ की आदिवासी महामंडळ त्या आदिवासी गावांमधल्या शेतकऱ्यांकडून तांदूळ खरेदी करतात. त्यांच्याकडे ते गेले. आदिवासी महामंडळ ॲट कासा विच बाईज, कासा इज अ नेम ऑफ अ प्लेस, विच बाईज राईस फ्रॉम द आदिवासी विलेजर्स ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गव्हर्नमेंट. शासनाच्या वतीने ते जे कोणी आदिवासी महामंडळ आहे ते त्या शेतकऱ्यांच्या भाताच्या त्या टाईप्स किंवा व्हरायटीज विकत घेतात. त्यांच्याकडे ते पोहोचले. कसबाय डिड नॉट फिगर इन देअर फील्ड्स. बट हिअर ऑल्सो द रायटर गॉट फेल्युअर. कसबाय डिड नॉट फिगर इन देअर फील्ड्स की कोणाच्याही शेतामध्ये कसबाय ही व्हरायटी पाहायला मिळाली नाही. अ गुड इंडिकेशन व्हाय पीपल डिड नॉट ग्रो इट एनी मोर. आता मला माझ्या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर मिळालं होतं की व्हाय पीपल आर नॉट ग्रोईंग दिस टाईप ऑफ व्हरायटी. द मार्केट इटसेल्फ डिड नॉट रेकग्नाइज द राईस, सो इफ यू ग्रीव इट यू वुड नॉट बी एबल टू सेल इट. Writer understood that the people are not taking this variety in their field, so it is quite difficult to recognize, identify, know the variety of कसबाय. की कुणीच ही कसबाय ही व्हरायटीज घेत नव्हतं, त्यामुळे कुणाला त्याच्याबद्दल माहितीही नव्हतं. सो ती व्हरायटी जरी शेतामध्ये पेरली, त्यानंतर त्याच्यातून तो तांदूळ मिळवला, तरी तो विकणं हा किती डिफिकल्ट आहे हे त्यांना कळालं होतं. However, the officer in charge here had more knowledge of rice and did remember kasbai being sold to him a few years ago. But the in charge officer who had knowledge about this rice and he did remember kasbai being sold, आणि त्या ठिकाणचे जे ऑफिसर होते त्यांच्याकडे क्वाईट ह्यांच्या ह्या व्हरायटीबद्दल इन्फॉर्मेशन होती आणि ती कुठे एक काही वर्षांपूर्वी मार्केटमध्ये अवेलेबल होती हे त्यांना आठवलं आणि त्यांनी ते रायटरला इन्फॉर्मेशन दिली. So writer decided to take this variety, and here is the journey of his search of this variety is given. So what is the next part that we will learn in tomorrow's lecture?